Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'll name this podcast later. Episode number 64. I'm your host Joe Budden. To my right, I have Madi Moorbody. How are you?
Great.
To my left, I have Rory Lanes.
What's up?
How are you?
I feel great.
Ew, we're being serious.
I'm being very serious today. We start with rest in peace of Afeni Shakur.
Absolutely.
That's very important. Unfortunately, I can't expound on that today because today is important. Today,
My birthday, right?
Oh, happy birthday!
By
By the
is
time
your
this goes out, it'll be my birthday. Yeah,
it is Rory's
when it's
birthday
posted.
tomorrow,
Am I the only
right?
one happy, excited? Yay!
I'm a little excited.
Michael Roar.
26 years old.
Wow.
And yet you still find a
such a
way to be
grown-up
12
now.
in your head.
26 at midnight. Wonder what's next for me. Hey, segue.
No.
No.
So listen.
You gotta
Drake,
work on
no?
that.
Okay.
Work on that. Honey.
we tried.
Views has consumed my life since its release. Everywhere that I go, every person that I see, no matter the age, no matter where, Drake transcends hip hop. So in small talk, it was barbershop talk everywhere. When he put something out, you stop what you're doing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the line everywhere was, so what did you think of Views?
Of course.
Literally between everybody.
I was trolling women all weekend saying that Drake got Beyonce the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, because there wasn't any more Lemonade. It was Views. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? More so, I feel like Lemonade is a women conversation. You heard, or men to a woman. Like, oh, what'd you think of Lemonade? But this is universally like everybody
All
wants
right.
to know.
Well, now let me just add my perspective to that. Yeah, we all stopped talking about Lemonade and started talking about Views. One, but Beyonce's job was done.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm not taking that away from
We're
her
not
at all.
done talking about that album.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking
Yeah,
about
that's
Yeah.
no,
the
that's
remainder of the year.
absolutely hell yeah.
It was a troll,
yeah, I
and I
think-
want to be clear, Beehive.
Yeah.
I was joking.
I just mean generically. I don't,
Okay,
I'm
yes,
not-
yes,
yeah, I don't
yes.
mean like this specific. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm just like everybody
So,
wants to know who thinks
people
what of
now people that listen to this podcast enough, and people who I don't talk music with everybody. So some people online know I never ever give an opinion on music right away. That's just not how I choose to interpret and receive and process and digest music, because I'm an artist myself. I put more stock into what artists are going through when they create their project. These people are putting their mind, heart, and soul. A lot of times, a lot is at stake. A lot of times, family relationships falter. A lot of times, we have to self-medicate. Artists go through a lot to create. So I never, ever want to just judge just the music. I like to know where people are. Some artists you'll never be able to tell. Some artists you can.
Sometimes that's their whole thing as an artist, is knowing exactly where they are at the time.
Yeah.
Drake, for me, you can. You can. Well, at some point, you can. So now, let me start with me. I know everybody won't get to hear this whole thing because we live in a microwave society where people don't really want to hear all that shit. So let me get to my end point, because I'm going to rant and I'm going to say a lot. My end point here is I love Drake. If you don't know, if this is your first time hearing me speak about Drake, let me inform you. I am one of the biggest Drake fans that there is. He knows this about me as well. I go way back. I'm well documented. I don't need to get into all of that. So let's start. What's Drake's classic album?
I don't think he has one, but his best one would be Take Care, in my opinion.
Okay, so this is how I got there. I think, and I have always thought, that Drake is special.
Yes.
The other people that I think are special, all of them have a classic, right? That got me to thinking. I even asked you and your friend. Now keep up with me, because my memory is bad, but my brain goes in overdrive, and sometimes I can't remember what I was saying. I even told you and you and Cam, I think that was right.
Outside the hotel?
Yeah,
it was Cam and
I said, hey, why isn't Take Care a classic? And you both had very respectable answers. It wasn't timeless. It wasn't seamless. It was almost.
It was very, very, very close.
Very close. Hey, I agree. That album is Take Care done bad. I'm talking about his part. It's Take Care bad. It's not taken care. That album is not taken care. And as a Drake fan, somebody who thinks that his responsibility to music is greater, I think that what I heard was a man that was so far gone from himself. I'm not looking at now. I'm looking at where this is going and where it's headed. And to see where it's going, we have to look behind us. And when I look behind me, I'm scared to death at where it's headed. Because where it's headed, they're going to finish the job that Napster started. They're going to finish that job. And it's not going to be enough income for all the niggas running around getting bread. I'm glad y'all think that don't apply to y'all that move around in this industry, but it does. You don't see very many rappers getting what they got to do walkthroughs and shit. Know why? Because much like Napster, when all of these escorts and hoes came and started taking $200, we ain't really need the rappers no more. And that's a really bad example, but the same point, it's the same impact.
I was the first person on this podcast to say that streaming, this looks very scary, what's about to happen.
So I can't laugh with you. I feel that way.
Everything that you're talking about Drake right now, did you say about Jay at Volume 3? I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm just pointing out a point here. And for everyone on Twitter, don't kill me. I'm not comparing Jay and Drake. I'm saying in their runs as artists, did you put the same amount of pressure on Jay-Z on Volume 3?
No.
This is where they are as far as albums go.
No.
I'm saying the cohesive amount.
No.
They're there.
No, that's not true. Well, first of all,
1, 2, 3, 4 albums. Volume 3 views.
Well, if you let me get to my point, I wasn't this age. I wasn't this age. I was not this age. Now, this age is when I'm starting to see things a bit differently. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't concerned at that age. I, much like you, was just concerned with the music. And as I got older, my beef with Hove was, damn, he's the only one that they probably like enough to let get. No, I'm not talking. No. He's the only one they probably like enough to let get a seat at the table. Mm-hmm. And that'd be real big as like a black rapper, the best, a seat.
Of course.
That'd be huge. And then he got there, and I, be careful what you wish for. That's when our shit began. But he got that seat. And he's continued to hustle ever since. I mean,
and I would say Drake is probably in that seat because Jay had gotten that seat and so on and so forth. But I'm just saying, albums-wise, you count them in their discography, we're at Volume 3. And I don't think fucking Jay got this heat.
We're not gonna, I get it. Let's get off of this.
Yeah.
But I'm, oh shit, wait, hold up. Because I want to be clear, they was fucking talking about my voice.
Be clear, New York.
Oh, God.
Ooh, was that good?
It is real good.
That was good, right?
No,
I'm not talking
about the juice.
I meant my
I think that Drake's ceiling is even greater than he sees it. That's my end point. I think that Drake, as a kid from Toronto, who at one time was looked at as a real whack-ass nigga, I think he prides himself in making Toronto as big as can be. I think you have succeeded in that mission, Drake. I think your business is exactly where your brand warrants it be. Your team of people is amazing. I think you are the only one suffering. This is only my take. I don't want anybody to listen to my opinion and change your opinion. I hate when people do that. I'm not doing this for out of sensationalism or because I have a project coming. No, I do this. This is why I'm doing this. My son being in my life has changed my perspective a bit. I think the adults probably need to be the adults now. So sometimes we need to listen to our criticisms. I need to listen to mine. All that fucking around shit I was doing on Twitter, no, I need to separate myself because the kids need the adults now. The kids now, my kid, right, who I've been out of his life for 10 years, music is our connection, him and I. I'm seeing the influence that music has on my child, not only on my child, but all of his friends. My kid is 14, freshman in high school. All his friends. I think music has an influence on children that a lot of times even the parents don't know if they don't tell us, right? And a lot of times they don't. I didn't tell my mom when I started doing a whole lot of shit. I know I'm getting off topic. I'm talking about for me, Drake is fighting a bigger fight than Toronto. He no longer only belongs to Toronto. He's fighting for a lot more of us than just Toronto. If you ask me my opinion, I think Drake can be the fastest to a billionaire ever.
Yeah, he finally just made Forbes wealthiest in hip hop this year. He knocked out 50 Cent.
Fuck Forbes. And speaking of 50 Cent, and I'll get into this later, vital mistake Drake made ignoring 50 Cent. This is what I mean. To know what's coming, you got to look before you. Okay. 50 built his empire off of people thinking he is stupid. Right? Can we agree?
Explain that, because I don't.
You don't think? All right. When 50 put out How to Rob.
Oh, all right, we're going that far. Okay.
Yeah,
now I see. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying when 50 was really introduced to the world, not to us. He was perceived as stupid.
The executives thought this was some stupid, dumb nigga from Queens. Just some thug.
He was blackballed. They didn't want to get killed over the shit, so
they left
him
man,
alone.
Did 50 outthink them all? He made
I agree with that.
He made his empire off of people. That's in the 48 Laws of Power. This ain't me talking. If you don't believe me. So that's what he did, right? Now, Drake. I think that Meek Drake thing is important here to look at. What's the J line on Light It Up? Drake, here's how they gonna come at you with silly rap feuds, trying to distract you. Put me on record here. No offense. I don't want to disrespect anybody. Meek is an idiot. Meek is not the brightest bulb. That's just what it is. That's my opinion. He's not, I dropped out in the 10th grade listening to him speak. He's just not of a higher level of thought, right? He is a pawn. I believe, this is only my belief, that he was sent.
I absolutely believe
he
that.
was sent to distract that man Drake. Right? This is my belief.
Yeah, we discussed that.
I think it was addressed on the 30 for 30 freestyle. You and I were the only two people at first that said 30 for 30 freestyle is not about Meek. That is about Jay-Z.
Yes, Rory. See, that's why I'm so invested here, because I have been obsessively watching Drake before his career started. I have to. Drake, Cole, Kendrick. Those three move the needle. Mm-hmm. Those three transcend music. Those are the three people that my grandparents, my parents, and my child would ask me about together. That's a unique set. There's some other people that are making their way to that group, but those are the three. So I have to watch those three obsessively, and they all stand for a cause. A very important cause. We need these three. Kendrick's cause, we can see it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We don't have to question it. And we don't have to question what his agenda is.
Of course.
At all.
This is a case of be careful what you wish for. Because I was the first person to say that I didn't really enjoy Kendrick's last album. But it was a masterpiece.
And he took a risk with that.
It was a masterpiece. I said that when it came out. Mm-hmm. So here we get Drake's album, which I enjoy. I like it. I don't want that to get lost in what I'm saying. I really, really like Drake's album. But, nope, not enough. I have too much invested in him. Drake, Cole, Kendrick, some of us elder statesmen in rap rely on y'all. We are depending on y'all. The fight that we started last decade the baton is in your hand. So let me talk to the people about who I am. Am I still being concise in my points?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let me tell the people who I am and who a lot of musicians are. In the height of my career, my success, when Kevin Louse and Leo Cohen were trying to make me be someone I did not want to be, when I couldn't walk nowhere without a million people following me. I hated it. That's who I am. I think today we need to change the narrative of who I am to y'all. Because some of the people that know me know where my spirit lie. Drake know himself. I think he has a good idea of who I am at my core. Not a bitter bit of blood run through my veins. Everybody's not built to deal with stardom that way. I am not. Self-awareness is important. That was uncomfortable for me. Marshall, I've spoken with him because all the shit I'm getting from other geniuses too. This ain't just me talking. I'm just a vessel. Marshall, in confidence, told me he'd love to go pump gas one day. Guess what? I fucking believe him. I believe him. I think niggas that have been afforded the universe crave for those small moments that seem like nothing to the average person. Can we play this lighted up verse, Rory, please? Because I believe to see what's about to happen, we need to see what came before. And no disrespect to Meek, but Drake, where you sit is very important. Understand your opponent this time is not Meek. Oh, back to that 50 Cent point before you play this. Mm-hmm. My point with that was, didn't Drake show the world exactly how meticulous he was during that beef?
Absolutely.
1,000%.
A lot of people that didn't know. See, some of us knew. Mm-hmm. Some of us that watch knew. A lot of people that didn't know found out how slick that boy can be, right? Mm-hmm. When he asserts himself, right? I think that was vital information to whoever it is that is against him in his mission. I think whoever it is against him, I won't name names. I think whoever that person is, I think they would like to know how meticulous Drake can be, because I think whoever that person is an adult, and they are far more meticulous than your brain is now. Not later. Your fight is greater than that. I think Drake can be iTunes. That's what I think. I think I've seen Drake create a genre of music. Drake, The Weeknd, Party, Division, Madrid, Jordan. He could have really bust his ass if he wanted to go get Bryson Tiller. Drake has the influence to be iTunes, if I'm thinking bigger, which my therapist told me to do. So I apply it to everything now. I think Drake... Did we play this clip?
No, we didn't play it yet. Oh, of Joe Budden TV? Or Light It Up?
The Joe Budden TV.
No, we didn't play it.
We didn't play nothing?
No.
Well, let's play that. Play that. Let's play that.
Yeah, I get every laugh for Joe Budden TV, and look who it is.
Yes.
Drizzy.
Grateful to be here. You know?
Drizzy, Mr. So Far Gone.
Yeah.
It's come, you've taken over New York City.
Yeah. And you didn't just catch me out here, too. I came to support Joe. For real, just for the record of anybody watching.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I came to support Joe.
Thank you very much. Now, you asked me how Thierry's feeling.
Yeah, I did.
I need to ask you how you feeling.
I feel humble, man. Definitely. It's,
listen, listen. Don't political. Don't.
I'm giving you the non-right.
What year is this?
I'm giving you the non-right real shit.
2009, it says on YouTube.
I feel happy. I'm honored.
April 2009, which means really 2008.
It's great.
I mean, so far gone.
Fresh into 2009, right?
Yeah.
It would go this far, so.
So Far Gone was picking up a lot of steam.
Right there.
here.
That's what I want. Right there. That part is very key, y'all. Please listen to me. Hey, pause it, Rory. Pause it, please. Hey, again, I'm only giving you my thoughts on my podcast. I'm only speaking to the people who understand and are watching at a certain algorithm. I'm speaking to the people who are able to look deeper. Everybody's brain ain't that fucking developed. Play this shit right here.
Yeah, all of the flattered.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's great. It's great. I definitely never thought, that it would go this far.
Stop it! Right fucking there! That's my point. Drake is still, I go back to when every Drake video was bad. I go back to when Drake dressed like a piece of shit. I go back to when the flow was still a little choppy and he still really didn't know where to insert those melodies, but you could tell it was coming. Mm-hmm. I'm one of those Drake fans. I'm qualified to speak here in this arena. Drake, now, I remember I come from when he was on all the memes the bad way. That nigga's so ill. This is only my opinion. I think every time he's on a meme, it's him doing it on purpose. I think that's planned. I think all the Hotline Bling video. I think the last album cover, Head in the Clouds. I think this album cover. I think all of that shit is planned by him and his team. His team is amazing.
Well, I don't know if you know, those memes and the sad clown and troll shit that people did on Twitter was before Take Care. And then Take Care came and he went full-fledged sad. He just bought into it right away.
Yeah.
And it sold crazy.
That's how calculated.
So that was a very calculated
kid.
move in that sense.
What he's doing. He even said that about. He literally said about Hotline Bling. He knew it was going to be made into memes and GIFs. He knew that.
Oh,
well,
the dancing shit was 1,000% to go viral.
He wanted that. He did that on purpose.
Yeah. That part is apparent. But I'm saying it goes back to before Take Care. Before he was, of course, he was very emotional on So Far Gone and Thank Me Later. But he bought into that 1,000% and put out Take Care, which was the saddest fucking project ever. And we all ate that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Play from there. Wait, because my point with this right here, I want to stay on my points because I have a lot of them. My point with this is, I believe him when he says that. He could never imagined. This is after So Far Gone. You don't think that this kid feels like he's at the top of the world right now? Nigga, no. Too much is dependent on you. For me, anyway, I love it too much. And after streaming, there's nothing left. There's nothing next, y'all. I gotta talk to Drake, Cole, and Kendrick and hold them accountable. Because back when we had motherfucking 8 tracks, after 8 tracks, 45 records, tapes to CDs, I never knew what was coming next. We know what's coming next, and we wasn't getting paid before as artists. If nobody want to talk about it, let's keep it a buck. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to recondition how we think. It's only but so many artists that are making a great enough living to afford themselves the lifestyle in which they portray. Does it take me to say that to y'all? No, right?
Certainly not.
No, we got that.
I'm not getting my information from somewhere that y'all can't pull from. I'm just judging him on more than the music. Play from here. I think you can have more, Drake. I think you are like the fucking golden child. I think you are so much greater than me. So much. Guess what, though? You couldn't be greater without me. There's a whole line of MCs from last decade that laid their blood, sweat, and tears for the ground that y'all can walk today. Last decade, they told me I had to act a certain way and dress a certain way and record a certain way. I told them niggas suck my dick. Fuck your record label, nigga. As an emotional 22-year-old who applauded when Hove came in Def Jam because he was breaking barriers. We want a black successful rapper at that Jewish table. That's what I'm saying to Drake right now. There's a whole nother table. You think Hove is stopped? Somebody answer me. You think Hove is at his final table? Hustler Hove? Huh? We know who he is, right? Hustler Hove. You think he's chilling? Or you think he sees something coming?
No, I think he's planning.
He's planning, right?
Meticulous in the moves he's making right now.
Drake.
Absolutely.
Let's look at this point. Look at this point. And this is conspiracy theorist Joe. This is where I get a little weird. Look at this point, though. Back to Drake can be iTunes. Drake got, I believe, in energy. Drake has a different type of energy. His energy has attracted the likes of Beyonce repeatedly. Mm-hmm. His energy has Rihanna on his dick for a long time. Right? His energy caused some type of energy between him and Chris Brown, someone who I think, while disturbed, is one of the most talented people in the world. He just has an energy with the other megastars in the world. Jay don't have that fucking energy. Jay is a hustler. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling y'all.
Knows how to rap.
I'm telling y'all what we know about these people. Jay has hustled his way to his empire. See, how we live it is how we get it. Drake, I think, play this because he goes further. Play this.
You see your first disc coming.
Hopefully, like, back to school times, like, early fall.
All right, no, you think I said disc.
Disc. Oh, disc.
Yeah. When do you, I heard why you diss me, not going to reply.
I'm a nice guy.
Now, somebody's going to send a shot.
I'm not like you, man.
No, I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy.
I'm nice.
But you're just too witty for your own good.
I be beefing with loser niggas. I be beefing with loser sensitive niggas.
I don't see it.
And it's my job as a rapper to let niggas know that they can't.
If I get this, it's gonna be a female trying to get at me, I bet.
Yeah.
Some irony there with the behavior.
It's different with
Have it out.
Why?
Listen to him. Look at him.
All right, so I tried to get this nigga to say who he's gonna diss.
Oh,
Somebody is going to.
I'm not gonna diss me. You'll never hear a reply from
We heard the line. That was just a line. Somebody gonna say some shit,
Yeah.
and you gonna feel some type of way, and the MC
I'll be honest,
and you.
man. Everybody that they trying to keep. I'll say one thing. They keep trying to create a problem to me and Cuddy. I love that guy, man. I listen to his music. I think he's great. I think he's talented. I won't have a problem with. This new generation.
Stop that. We don't care about what he's saying from there. We don't care about what he's saying from there. I just want to show his mindset. It's women. If somebody diss me, it's going to be women. And, nah, my nigga, I'm so good. Somebody diss me, I'm cool. No, that was then. People develop. See, because some people going to say to me, Joe, people are supposed to change. No, we supposed to evolve and improve on ourselves. We're not supposed to lose who we are. Right? Play Light It Up, please. Because all of this is foresight. Me talking to Drake, having that conversation ain't nothing but foresight. Triple entendre, don't even ask me how. Connected to a high power. Stop. No, you won't fool me that way. Because Hove is too much of a genius. So let me see this computer. Oh, that was smart, Joe Budden.
Yeah, that was.
Tell a nigga what you do with you. Yeah, I fucked up where it was.
He's got the fucking lyrics on the
I
screen.
know,
He could've
I'm
just read the
retarded.
shit.
All right, come on, bro. I try to take this. Oh, here we go. Rewind Hove, I'm sorry. Rewind Hove, I'm sorry. Leave it. Con Edison Sloan connected to a higher. Stop it. And this ain't no Illuminati shit, but like I believe in energy too, and as of late I've been into numerology. I looked up Hove, I looked up motherfucking Drake too, right? But I believe that Hove is into energy as well. I'm just throwing paint in the wall. Keep playing it. He has. He's talking to you. That's you too. He's still talking to you. And he's still turn it off. Now, of course, I'm fucking around. I don't know what he was talking about, all of that. But I do.
Good, though. I like where you're going with this.
No.
It was a good lighter moat in this podcast.
But I do believe in energy, and I do believe that Hove has seen it all and done it all. I do believe that. So this song, to me, someone who's looking deeper, is a clear indication that right here, Drake's mind is on the women. Hove's mind is on the bigger picture. My point is, Hove is not meek. He's very meticulous. Let's get the views. He sounds so uninspired on views. Let me tell you, here's my other conspiracy theory about views. Track 1, you can't fool me, baby. No. Drake, I think you're too much of a genius for me to think that you talking about a bitch's perspective on track number 1. I don't believe it. I think the track number 1 is a stream of consciousness. I think that track number 1 is your way of sending shots to the public like a bat cry for help in the air, nigga. You talking about yourself. I don't think you have a confidant that you can fucking confide in to talk about these feelings. And just when I thought I was wrong, you said that to me as you closed the album out. Thoughts too deep to share with a therapist. Nigga, I could have this conversation as if you was in front of me. And you've been in front of me. So you know that this is love. Me and you played Truth or Truth. I left that Truth is a game I played to gauge people's brains. You're real good at it. I left that Truth or Truth game saying that boy is different. It confirmed me thinking you was the golden child. But it told you I was different at 2. Your brain is different. So I think it was a stream of consciousness on track number 1, right? Mm-hmm. Track number 2 might be the worst follow-up to track number 1 I've ever heard on any Drake project, and I love that song.
Okay.
That song is indicative of my point. Drake, who has been on my list of a nigga who has not had an undeniably whack verse in years. I didn't even give him one until My Way with Fetty. That was my first time giving him a whack verse. It's not by coincidence that there's a string of records now with horrible lyrics. I turned the 6 upside down. It's a 9 now.
Your face.
So
no, Rory.
No. I'm not defending. I'm not defending that bar at all.
Okay.
I'd rather just go the overall picture here of this album and not go track by track and break down bar by bar.
We're not.
Just
so let me close. So let me close with the beginning and end.
Because this will get us on a tangent.
That's my thought on track number 1. The last track, Views. It ends the way every Drake album normally ends as far as the braggadocious, triumphant background music. It ends all of his projects in that way. This time, it was different. I couldn't feel it. I didn't believe it. What I was getting from the words was different. Now, on So Far Gone, which is his classic, on So Far Gone, he didn't have none of that shit he was talking about. But goddamn it, I believed him. Now he has everything in the universe. I didn't believe his voice, his tone, in the words he was saying. And I thought that his meticulous ass was closing that album trying to tell us something different. So, I want to define introspection right now. Mm-hmm. Because he is the, air quotes, king of introspection. And I define words even when I know what they mean, just because the context of the English language is lost today. Anytime you ask somebody what a word means, first thing out their mouth is, well, to me it means, no, bitch. I want to know what it means. Introspection. Observation or examination of one's own mental and emotional state, mental processes, the act of looking within oneself. Now, since Take Care to now, can anybody tell me that Drake has done that? No. But we can tell you where Courtney works.
Hooters on
Peachtree.
I give Drake more credit than that, is what I am saying. And if there's one place I'm qualified to speak, it's on introspection. So now I'm on my podcast right now. Give me 2 seconds. I'll call you right back. Baby, all right. It's on introspection. That I can speak about. And when I met Drake, you know what? I'm gonna rap here. But can I tell a story? Can I just tell a Drake story? I just want to give backstory.
Always good to hear.
I called Drake. I want to give backstory to that YouTube clip. I called Drake when he was leading up to So Far Gone being released, before he put it out. And I said to him, you are the one. You are the one. Stay this way. It's you. Like, I had that talk with him. And then I said, I would love to work with you. He said, I'm in Toronto now, but I'll fly up and we'll get something done. I said, cool. Wait, self-awareness is important. I want to tell the people out there, just so y'all know who I am. I asked Drake, Kendrick, and Cole for verses early before anybody knew who they was. They couldn't ever do it because their superstardom got too big. Nobody's happier about that than me. No, but I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them hating niggas. I'm from a different time. So anyway, Drake never came to do that verse. But he did come up one day for that party that we was at when we filmed that. He came up for that. And I said, yo, we gonna get that verse done? He said, no, I have to go and do the Hove called me to the studio to do, what's the joint? This was the wax song.
Off that?
Yes.
Off that shit, yeah.
That wasn't, you
when,
know,
when Hove didn't let him get a verse because he might wash
yeah,
him.
when I heard that song, I was disappointed. I was sad because I was like, damn,
And
nigga,
then he wore Mad Tims afterwards. Even though somebody was off
Yes,
that.
Rory, Marty, I had so much fire planned for Drake and I that day because we were so much more alike than we were different. As far as, I'm not talking about a success level. See, people going to speak for where I have failed, but that's fine. I want tomorrow to be better than yesterday. Nobody's happier than me that the Warriors have broken the Bulls record. Know why? Because none of us thought we could ever see it. It was impossible. That's all I'm saying. I need Drake to fight the impossible fight, the one I failed at because I was too emotional. The one a lot of us failed at because we wasn't talented enough. The ones a lot of us failed at because the people wouldn't listen. We had the same point, but the game and the time was different. Now is the time and the climate is now for that fight to be fought.
Okay, with that said, did he not do that on Views? Is that what you're getting at?
Views tells me something is wrong.
Okay.
So you're saying he's not hungry anymore?
No. Oh, so that was my story. In Sin City one night, when I was in Sin City, Drake calls me while I'm in Sin City.
What year are we now?
What was this 5 p.m. in New York? This is something, not 5 p.m. in New York. What was before that?
5
What was
a.m.
after
Toronto?
Dallas? That one. That was the one. What year did that come out?
2011?
He called me. I was in Sin City. Had to be 2011 because I've
You
been
was in
stopped
Sin
going to
City,
Sin City.
Yeah.
He called me and he asked me some shit that'll remain between him and I. And when he finished, I said, Drake, that shit that you just did was amazing. How? For me, I was trying to get inside information, if you want me to be honest. If I'm being totally transparent. I was trying to see how someone who had it all still was that inspired to rap like that. To MCs, I'm telling y'all out there that just judge music, the MCs for a long period of time was looking at Drake like an immortal. That's how he looked. I still think he's that. Maybe I'm wrong and holding on to false shit. I still think that boy is the one that will change the way music is received in 50 years. I'm open to being wrong. I am. I know I sound a little nuts to some people. But what was I saying right before that? Because I want to finish that point and then we can end it. Oh, my story. So he said, yo, if you want to be honest, I'm still hungry. And he might as well have stabbed me in the heart as an MC because I couldn't understand it. I lost my way in this game. I wanted to leave as soon as I found out what it was. I'm too much of an introvert. So for him to say that, it was like God telling me there was a stronger version in front of a nigga was going to get it done. That Drake is no longer, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I totally get exactly what you're saying in the sense that he is not hungry as an MC, which may have been apparent on Views.
I don't think it's because he's had it all, too. I don't think it's because he's done it all. I think he's uninspired.
I think it's different. I think he felt like he's just gotten to a point where he's too polished to take a risk.
Is his hunger in a new area now?
That's where I'm looking at.
My point here is he's developed a lot. Everything that has come up to this point has shown me that Views did not surprise me at all. Everything that was on that album, I thought was going to be on that album because if you've looked since his last fucking Take Care was the last time we thought he was really rapping, you think? Would you
For
agree?
me.
That's what I know. For you, I'm saying.
Yeah. And Rory
Everything
knows.
has told me that he's going in this direction. And as calculated as you just say that he is and how hungry he was at that point, who's to say that this is now his direction or
Right.
his view, no pun.
I think
Now,
he's equally
His
as hungry
hunger
for something
could
else.
Time out.
be there.
Let me reply to that. I'm one of the people that ran to download everything Drake ever put out ever without hearing it. I didn't need to know. I'm the person that ran the Slaughterhouse in 2007, 2008 and said, yo, listen to this kid. They thought I was nuts, right? I like risk Drake. And I think he's at a place where it's no longer a risk.
That's what I'm saying.
When he put out Hold On, We're Going Home, loved it. Any record he's done like that, loved it. I don't care whether he wrote it or not, the R&B music. I love all of that. I love the dance hall shit on this album.
So, not to interrupt you, but right there, just hold on, we're going home. I think we've talked about on the podcast, I think his quote was, I want to make a wedding song. I want to make something that transcends my regular
What a
hip-hop.
genius, right? Yeah.
Okay. So he's seeing that he wants to go in that direction. He does the trap shit because that's popular within the urban market. Let me keep my fans here.
And that's not
because
good.
I'm clearly trying to go in a different direction with my pop music,
Yes.
but I'm trying to gather everyone. I saw Views as the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Let me appease every fan that I've gathered on the way here. That's how I saw this album, which is why I wasn't shocked. And while I do understand your energy now is within passion, mine is in his understanding.
But I have logic and understanding as well behind mine.
And I don't
I
think
didn't say that.
I
I
don't
didn't say
think
that.
he's making this album for you, for the rap fan. I think he's making this for some global shit. If
Wait,
you look at
why
it.
are you boxing me as a rap fan? Don't do that.
No, I'm saying
Don't-
what you're expecting from him. I get what
don't-
you're saying.
no,
I know you like more than that.
That's not responding to me. Be
I
clear.
don't think he's making
I
it
didn't-
for
I didn't say that.
the day one rap fans. He's making this for some global
Marty,
shit.
Marty, wait.
Like he's look at the single now. He's got his
Wait,
highest
y'all,
charted single he's had.
I have to interrupt y'all. Wait, or you. I'm okay. I'm not ever saying it. I'm not addressing what you're saying. I agree. I think Drake is trying to be the best artist in the world. I agree. So why is that? How is that counter to what I'm saying?
No, but we're not saying that you're
Right.
wrong. We're just
Yeah.
saying the point of view. We're looking at the understanding and his mind frame in doing these moves because you're saying that he has lost hunger, he's not inspired. I'm just saying his inspiration may be in another place now. That's all.
Where's
he's-
that other place? Tell me.
Bigger.
Yeah,
Pop,
Rory,
pop music.
Stop. Repeat what you just said 2 more times. Repeat exactly what you just said.
Bigger into pop music.
That sound like more reason to be more motivated and inspired than ever. I'm
Yeah,
talking as
but
an
his
art-
music
I'm
has
talking
done
as an
that.
artist.
As
No.
far as pop, he did Hotline Bling. Work was fucking the #1 record,
Work,
which by the way,
work.
Rihanna.
That's not his record, that's Rihanna, but
no, that's
Hotline
his
Bling-
record. That came from his camp. That's his record.
But he
I
didn't
know
write it.
Rihanna made it Rihanna, but I'm saying
Hotline Bling and One Dance are his two highest
See,
charted singles of his
everything
career.
he's doing
though.
now says
This is
my
the-
hunger is in pop music and everything.
This is what is a little frustrating. Drake is going to sell more records than ever. Okay. Well, I'm not talking about his success. And I'm not talking about how amazing. I love those records.
We don't know. We're not.
We're not
saying that they're,
disagreeing with
no,
you at all,
we're,
Joe.
We're agreeing. We're saying
tell me-
where he could be hungry, just not for the change in lyricism and the more being more introspective and showing growth in that way.
Okay, Rory and Marissa, what I'm talking about is who I think and who I know Drake to be at his core. I think I'm talking about who he is. He's not a one-trick pony, so he makes all these amazing records.
course.
Yeah.
But him inside, I keep saying, I miss the Drake that pushes the agenda, not let the agenda push him. He who he is inside is what created all of this. Now has created all of this is eating at him. And I'm talking about artists. See, sometimes we ignore artists because they artists, but we keep seeing them die. There's a reason for it. There's a reason that artists are popping pills. There's a reason for all of that stuff. Artists be going through shit. You think Drake don't feel? Let's not be
course.
stupid. He hasn't told us anything about any of that. That's point number one. Point number two, to your point, Rory, this is what makes me look at him a little funny. Every chance he get, he diss niggas who don't sell no records. Yet he seemed to me like he feels like he needs Future for something.
I think that's to hold on to the fan base
that he doesn't
that
want to
is the
alienate
urban
with the pop.
The
trap music while he does the pop shit.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't do the Future shit and knows he's going in the Hotline Bling One Dance lane, he's losing a lot of fucking people.
And he's at such a point now that he can't please everybody.
He's
Like,
gathering every aspect of our genre.
Great, then stop dissing the niggas you holding on to.
It's rap. He's just talking
braggadocious
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
just
to
for-
us deeper minds, I want to believe you. And when you dissing the niggas that you grabbing onto for dear life, it makes it hard for me to believe. That's number one. Number two, that proved my point too. Because my only point here is I think Drake is greater than even Drake knows for himself. I don't ever feel like, and Future's amazing. Drake is different than us. He's different. He is. I make it akin to power. To the people that think I'm hating, to me, it's equivalent to power when Ghost, who's the man, got a little too arrogant and lost himself. And then that white nigga took his club from him. And then told him, like I'm telling Drake, the nigga I know would have never lost that club. The nigga I know can make this album that he put out without a mouth. Rappers know that. You can't fool a real nigga is what I'm saying. It's time we recondition the masses. That's not okay. We need the niggas that are great to be great. Because the kids today are gonna have kids tomorrow. That's what I'm saying, y'all.
Can I raise a point, not an opinion?
And I think I'm done with my points.
That's fine. Would say everyone would agree that Drake is a relatable artist and has been relatable his entire career, and that is what's drawing people to him?
No.
You don't think Drake is relatable?
I don't.
As a regular human being that walks...
That feels shit and...
Yeah. Dude,
with the girl.
don't overthink this.
I have an answer. You haven't let me answer.
Okay. Well,
I
you
don't.
did, but...
My answer was no.
Yeah.
I think half of his career has been that way.
That's what I say. I don't feel like
There's a certain point I feel like it stopped.
So
Hey, why we don't hear Drake and Cole no more?
They don't need each other. They don't need each other. They're in two separate lanes doing just fine.
Did they need each other when they did Jodeci?
Do that point, but remind me to come back to my point.
Oh, then do it now.
So with Drake has been very relatable, and I think that's why people have grasped towards him right off rip, because he's very vulnerable and shows himself, and people relate to that. Now, he is not a relatable person, and I think Drake has given us his life to a certain extent on record.
Wait, why is he not a relatable person?
Now it could be a lot more difficult to be relatable. So on Views, going into the studio, this is all, I have no idea, it's just speculation making a point. Going into Views, knowing his whole career has been based on people connecting to exactly what he has to say, he doesn't have anything to say to the average person walking in that studio.
And that right there, young people, is the point that I want to drive home. Because the hip hop that I fell in love with was old hip hop, of course, but it was hip hop with a message. Rappers and MCs, and I can speak on MCs because I'm an MC. So I'm not speaking to Drake the artist because I'll never be that artist. He's too amazing. A lot of us won't be, but the MCs reported from around the world. Drake, the MC we fell in love with, he told us about where he was from, his point of view. He told us about, let me tell you something.
Why can't this be a point? Everything that you love about him and who he is and the passion he has in his music, what you're saying you felt lacked in Views because you didn't feel it.
No.
That is a reflection of where he's at right now.
And Rory, my counter to that is I disagree. I think he is fighting a huge fight behind the scenes, but he has to tippy toe. He can't tell us.
Well, that's similar to what Mahdi and I were saying.
He can't tell us. I'm saying when he digs deeper and finds another way to get over that hump that many of us failed at because we weren't equipped, and when he does that, he'll be able to mass produce himself this way, and it never lack feeling or merit. I think Drake has a lot to talk about. I think that very meticulous man keeps hinting at something. He just won't tell us because he keeps talking about hoes. And while I get it, that may be that part of who he is too. Loving to fuck all the big booty bitches and really having, that may be who he is too. But once he gets past it, I got caught up too. I'm not exempt. We humans, my nigga. I lost myself.
That was about to be my point.
I lost myself.
Yeah, he's the golden child, but he's also the biggest rapper in the world right now that has everyone saying if you don't drop a classic, you're whack.
Which is why
all the pressure.
Which is why the adults need to be the adults. I can't sit home and look at my kid look at hip hop and tell me about all the fuck shit his friends is doing, right? And feel like I'm out the game because I'm not playing the game, but that's not true. Because I'm reaching niggas that's playing the game. No, I can't. I believe in energy. These are my beliefs. So while the world can say Joe Budden has no right to speak on Drake because he's never done it, no, I've never done it because I wouldn't do it. We need a more equipped version. And since that man has told me out his mouth how much I have inspired and influenced him at some point in life, because he's one of them geniuses where I'm sure many people have inspired him. This is how energy works to me. And inspired me, because Tupac said, who I love, I don't have to change the world. I just got to inspire the mind that does. So, inspired me inspires Drake. Inspired Drake uninspires me. And uninspired Drake, in turn, inspires an uninspired me, which will inspire him. That's how I feel. Me. Only me. I need Drake to be the greatest. I need Drake to be greater than he even knows he can, because his plight is for our lineage. We won't be here. Music will. That's why I'm this invested. I'm sorry. It's too big. It's too big. It's too important to me for me to allow y'all, not this time, for me to allow y'all to diss the messenger and ignore the message. I'm way too invested in music. I've said too much that if you take music off this planet, you have to take me with it. If I believe what I believe, I have to be this way, Rory.
Yeah, and I hear that. And back to the point of your thinking and your energy is in the passion of what's going on. Mine is in the understanding.
Right.
So what don't you understand?
No. The understanding of why this. No. I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm saying why Drake put out views and why it sounds the way it sounds.
Did you think that was cohesive views?
I think 40 was the star. It could have been more cohesive, but I think the production was phenomenal. But I think to run back to the point of grabbing all these audiences, in doing that with these pop records and not the introspective Drake that we love, he has to grab them to do this bigger mission that you're speaking about, because he has to get the masses. Here, my point here. Beyonce could not make Lemonade without 4. She needed to get everyone on board with her to put out this story.
Yes.
Lemonade would have fell fucking flat if she was just some R&B singer.
See? Wow.
So Drake needs this mission. He could be on the same thing.
See, Rory, but
This could be way more calculated.
But wait,
than
before y'all say that, I'm not going to pull it up, of course, but on this very podcast, because we've been documenting this for a long time, for a year.
Oh, yeah.
We all sat here and agreed that Drake was already at that position, and this was the album, right? We said it here. We all said it. I'm not saying this in lieu of him having an album that maybe I didn't think was his greatest work. I've been obsessively watching this for a year on this podcast. Do you hear me? Y'all have been with me. We've said this is the one.
Right, but he has a ceiling that...
I'm not saying that, this wasn't the one, so fuck Drake. Never will I ever be that foolish. That man knows where I stand with him. But
I know we've said that 1,000 times, but now, in retrospect, I don't know if that's very fair.
Right. And I think...
I know we keep using Hove as an example just because he's this generation's closest thing to Hove.
What? And we gotta stop that.
Not his music, but how people love him.
Yes, this is
the biggest rapper in the
homeboys
game.
push the agenda.
Don't overthink that. I'm just saying.
But just like you
who he
said,
is.
Drake doesn't even know his ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, he could be bigger than what he already is. He's already... you said this could have been the album, but there could be another album past that could do even more than that.
Of course, not if he stays like this. If he don't think bigger than this,
But this
that album
is
will
big.
never come.
This is global. That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the rapping Drake that we knew, or the
You're telling
pushing
me
the agenda
about
Drake. I get
You're
that.
telling me about his popularity, and I'm talking about where his popularity should be.
Again,
Because every artist
is in passion, ours is an understanding.
Exactly.
No, mine is just coming from having been in this fight. I'm looking through a different lens. I need the fans, the same way 50 went to the radio a while back and just brung SoundScan up there every fucking week and reconditioned how fans think. No, somebody got to change that. We have to stop judging just the music. The niggas that we love are killing themselves. Chris Brown looks nuts. I love Chris Brown.
He does look nuts.
And I love his music. And I think he's one of the most talented people in the world. I'd be damned. I just lost Prince. I'd be damned if something happened to Drake because he feel like he don't have no one to talk to. Just go listen to the interviews. Don't, I'm not telling nobody agree with me. Nobody believe me. Nobody ride with me. I'm just telling how Joe Budden feels on Joe Budden podcast. Listen to the end of Views for a nigga with the world. It just don't sound believable. There's a feeling missing throughout the entire album. I won't stand for it. He's greater than that. Fuck that. Nope. I'm done. That's all
it's funny. That reminded me of a bar on Club Paradise. Damn, my biggest fear is losing it all. Remember how I used to feel at the start of it, and now I'm living a motherfucking fairy tale and still trying to keep you a part of it. Back to what I was saying, where people connected with Drake so much, and he is now not that person.
Yes,
he can't tell me about an
I agree.
average relationship anymore, so hence Views. Lost feeling because he may not have the same feelings that I have as a fucking average 26-year-old person.
Rory, I agree with you. I think Views for him is all love lost for me. Albeit on the biggest scale in the world, and mine's on the lowest. I think Views is an uninspired Drake giving the people what he thinks will work.
Yeah.
On All Love Lost, because I'm older, I was uninspired and telling people I am dying. I'm speaking about art and artists. They all are weird for a reason. I'm not judging just music. Yes, I am an over-analytical Virgo with OCD. I know y'all think I just fuck bitches and tweet ignorant shit.
Well, you do that too. But
No longer.
you trying to change the narrative, I'm not. Because I love you.
I love you too, dog, but I hold Drake to too much. I will end with that. I don't want to hold this hostage.
No,
I hold him to too much.
Totally understand what you're saying.
And I'm open to being wrong.
Yeah.
But I live with the result of being wrong if all I'm telling my brother to do is be great. Be greater than. I live with being wrong. I mean, if y'all gonna call me a hater for wanting somebody to be great, but so be it. But a lot rides on Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Joe Budden. I'll name this podcast later. Y'all want to close with something?
We should do sleeper songs. I don't think we have an aux chord, but we should keep the tradition going.
Who am I to fuck tradition up? Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, in closing, I totally.
I think we're on the same page
1000%
as far as
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There was certainly a feeling that was not there in the Drake album.
We can all agree with that.
But
However,
I totally understand it. And while you may have a point with this uninspired thing, my only other point that I cannot prove because I do not know Drake or anyone in his camp, his focus and inspiration could be going in this direction purposely. This may be what he wants to do.
yes,
That's all.
I am there.
Okay. I'm still going to watch obsessively and document for the people who are looking the way that I'm looking.
For the internet out there that is going to listen to this, can you pull up a bunch of Drake pictures and just Photoshop Joe creepily watching in the background so I can enjoy that?
And then tag us in them, please.
The fuck up. I don't give a fuck about what you got to say. I'm trying to keep light-skinned niggas on top.
Parks, we don't have an aux cord or anything, do we?
Whose phone is
That's
that?
my other phone.
Why do you have two phones?
Because I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the hose.
No, I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'm not rolling.
Hey, Ma.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play a sleeper song through my phone to the mic.
When is Mother's Day?
But it'll get the point.
It's on Sunday, asshole.
Dick.
Oh, fuck.
Tell your mother I said Happy Mother's Day too.
Tell her I said hi, Miss Faye. Hi, Miss Faye.
Marisa and Rory said hi, Ma. I'll call you in 10 minutes. Bye. Oh.
Ooh, my new bae DM'd me back. Hello.
Oh my God. All right. So I'm just gonna play it towards the mic. Hopefully it works.
Yeah, that's fine. I like it better like that. Anyway.
This is my sleeper song of the week. I think it's appropriate.
This
is Drake,
all the time.
Closer to My Dreams.
What it's gonna be like when you get closer to your dreams. I didn't know much then, but probably tell you a little something now. Mr. Big Dreams, no tolerance. Cut you at the house and have a holler sense. Get bored quickly. He stayed grown, so the PA-tron had to get poured quickly. Ex-girl stripping, I can't stop her. New girl tripping, but I can't drop her. Cause I need something to balance out the fact that it's hard to find a woman when you talented and black. When you hollering at labels and they silencing you back. Cause you fail to thoroughly discuss some violence in your track. Well, gunshot for the young yacht owner. See, there's everybody else. Then there's
funniest part about the comeback season cover is it's where Drake looks by far the oldest.
Right.
And it's the youngest. Why he look like a fucking 40-year-old single guy with a daughter that be creeping in the park?
That.
Drake, Closer to My Dreams.
I'm going to try to do this better than I tried before. My sleeper song of the week is a sleeper mixtape of the week, which was Mike Posner's 2011 mixtape called The Layover. I had a bunch of tracks on it. I'm going to just probably play one, but he had a lot of features, Big Crits on it, Slim Thugs on it, B Major, Casey Veggies, Machine Gun Kelly, Sahai the Prince. A lot of good stuff on it. A lot of good. He did a cover of Wonderwall, which was really dope. But I think one of my favorites was this song called Attitudes. I can't even pronounce it. With Casey Veggies, and this is it. But to be clear, my pick is the whole mixtape.
Mike Posner is way more talented than people give him credit
Hell
for.
yeah. And I'm so happy he has a hit single now.
And we look alike. Make us hot again, Mike.
He's hot. He's top 5 song in the country.
And he wrote Boyfriend
Yeah.
for Bieber.
This doesn't sound good when y'all keep talking over it.
I just don't want to get pulled off sound.
Shut up.
SoundCloud.
This is a mixtape.
So, and there you have it. That's brand new Mike Posner or old Mike Posner.
Posner.
Mike Posner, old Mike Posner. WJBMC 101.9. Right here for commercial-free rush hour music. All right, Marty, come on, man. Damn, trying to fucking Posner me to death.
Posner me
Oh,
to death.
God damn it.
Posner.
All right, mine, because I'm a real ass nigga. No, I'm going to go with, where'd we go? Oh, man, I'm so stupid. All right, I'm going to go by the gentleman. I've picked one of his before. Ro James. I like what this brother's doing out there. I fuck with him. I fuck with him and his music, and his album comes out soon. Soon, as in like 2 weeks soon. You can go to iTunes now if you pre-order it. There's a song on there called Burn Slow. This was my first time hearing Ro James sing at a faster tempo, and it gave me a little Frank Ocean in the beginning, but after that, oh yeah. Hey, there you have it, WJBMC 101.9. That's brand new for my man Ro James. Off that project coming into...
Goodbye.
Shut the fuck up, Marissa.